From the energy drink getting banned by the Canadian government to a Senate Majority Leader launching an investigation into it, here's everything you need to know about KSI and Logan Paul's Prime getting recalled. Now, if you've heard of Prime, you know fans love it. How else would you explain the restocks selling out just as fast as they arrive? There's even a huge black market for the drink, with superfans stocking up on it and selling it for really high prices. The sports drinks are available in countries all over the world, such as the UK, the US, New Zealand, South Africa, and even Denmark. And while Logan Paul and KSI can't deny the success of their venture, they've just run into some serious problems. And all their fancy marketing isn't gonna help them find a way out. The Canadian government just decided to put a complete ban on the drink. And honestly, everyone saw this coming. After all, Prime energy drinks have insanely high levels of caffeine. According to the drink's website, each 12-ounce drink has a whopping 200 milligrams of caffeine in it, along with the added advantage of zero sugar. I mean, it's definitely a better option than something like Red Bull, at least for the average teenager, aka Prime's target audience. Another fun fact about Logan Paul and KSI's drink is that it contains almost 4 times more caffeine than Red Bull. That much caffeine could probably bring someone back from the dead. I'm kidding, of course. Jokes aside, the Canadian government came to the conclusion that an energy drink with that much caffeine is not good for anyone. That's exactly why they decided to recall Prime Energy, along with 6 other energy drinks. According to the new laws in the country, there's a legal limit on caffeine in energy drinks. This means that a single serving can only have 180 milligrams of caffeine, and that's why Prime violates Canada's rules for supplemented foods. The energy drink was dragged through the mud by Zoomers on Twitter, but others were quick to point out one crucial flaw in their argument. Logan Paul addressed the whole controversy on his Instagram, saying that the news about Canada recalling the drink is false. If you're watching this, you're probably confused right now. Now, Logan didn't deny the amount of caffeine in his drink, nor did he say that Canada didn't start the recall. He revealed that Prime Energy isn't even available in Canada. If you're shocked, just hold on a sec, because things are about to make sense soon. You see, Logan Paul and KSI have different versions of the drink that they sell. Prime Energy is way different from Prime Hydration. Prime Energy, as the name suggests, is an energy drink. It's supposed to make you feel alive. Prime Hydration, on the other hand, is just a no-sugar, low-calorie hydration drink. It's basically like Gatorade, but better, at least according to the fans. If you're wondering what actually happened to Prime in Canada, look no further, because I have the answer right here. While Prime is available in many different countries, all of the different versions of the drink aren't available everywhere. Take Canada, for example. Prime Energy isn't distributed in the country, while Prime Hydration is widely available. If you spot a Prime Energy can in a Canadian store, Logan Paul and KSI aren't responsible for it, because those drinks are because of illegal imports. Paul explained the whole situation in a really long video on Twitter, and said that the whole fuss around the drink being banned is basically pointless. He said that people are quick to jump on the hate train, and that's exactly what happened with Prime. The internet personality turned boxer also said that big news outlets are spreading fake news about his product, all so they can get clicks and views. Paul made a bold statement by saying that everyone, including the United States government, is jealous of Prime's success. Can you imagine that? The boxer went on to clarify that Prime drinks are compliant with each specific country's regulatory bodies, which honestly makes a lot of sense. If Prime Energy isn't in line with Canada's laws, it simply isn't officially distributed there. Following Paul's statement on the situation, the Canadian Food Inspection Agency, CFIA, also released a statement. They said that since a lot of stores in Canada are selling the energy drink without approval, they have no choice but to address that specific issue. Let's hope that effort actually works out, since the amount of caffeine in the drinks is really high. If someone's selling those 18+ drinks illegally, they're probably not checking for IDs. One thing's for sure, there's no way 200 milligrams of caffeine is good for a literal child. Even though Prime isn't in the wrong in any way, they're still under fire. After all, one of the founders is always caught up in one controversy or another. While Logan Paul was addressing this situation, there were a lot of people in the comments who supported him. Others were quick to point out how Logan still hasn't refunded hundreds of thousands of dollars to fans after a crypto scheme scam. Logan even ended up blocking one Twitter user who mentioned CryptoZoo in a reply to his Prime tweet. If Logan doesn't get his act straight, his multi multi-million-dollar business is gonna start suffering. This is the worst possible time for any sort of Prime-related controversy, especially because they just partnered up with the Barcelona soccer team, becoming their official hydration sponsor for the next 3 seasons. Barca FC has millions of fans, and that's no surprise considering it's one of the biggest sports clubs in the world. To think all these fans could become fans of the hydration drink too is insane. According to the deal, Prime Hydration is gonna get a ton of exposure. Think sidelines, training sessions, and even dressing rooms. KSI and Paul's hydration products are going to be everywhere, and fans are sure to catch a glimpse of them in the legendary Palau Blaugrana. It would truly suck for all of that to go away in just a few days. So if Logan Paul needs a sign to get his act together, this is it. Prime really needs to up their game and start protecting their brand more, because the impact of Canada banning the drink is huge. A lot of other people who were silent about their concerns about the drink finally spoke up about it too. And if the sales fall, investors are gonna lose confidence in the product. Plus, if other governments also end up recalling the drinks, it's only gonna get worse for the company. Shortly after Canada said that they'd go through with the ban, a Senate Majority Leader known as Chuck Schumer wrote about his concerns to the FDA. Schumer is concerned about the high levels of caffeine in the drink, especially considering the fact that it's mainly marketed towards minors. That's kind of funny though, because in the video that Paul posted to his Twitter, he specifically said that the energy drink is for people above 18 years of age. The letter was addressed to the FDA Commissioner, Dr. Robert Califf, and Prime was interestingly described as, wait for it, a cauldron of caffeine. The way that's phrased makes it sound poisonous. And aside from the crazy amount of caffeine in the drink, it's actually a super healthy alternative to the rest of the energy drinks on the market. Chuck also said that the drink needs to be investigated, and not for the reasons that you'd think. He said that the marketing campaign focuses on kids, and that's not a good thing. Here's the crazy part though. Caden Franklin, who's also a data science major at BYU, thinks that it's very likely that Logan Paul is the type of guy to profit off kids. He went on to talk about the YouTuber's other controversies from the past, and said that it wouldn't be surprising if he didn't care about the health of his younger viewers. Now, Logan Paul debunked all these claims and said that Prime is pretty healthy compared to the rest of the stuff on the market. But Schumer went on to say a lot more and claimed that the Prime Hydration and Prime Energy Drinks cans are too similar, and that's enough to trick kids into ingesting it, especially when their parents aren't around. According to the Senate leader, the whole thing is just a recipe for disaster. He also mentioned that Prime is a relatively new product on the market that's marketed almost exclusively on social media apps like TikTok and Instagram. To Chuck, this is bad news, because parents haven't really caught wind of it yet. The impact of the drink is so huge that it's become a status symbol among teenagers too. And to Schumer, this just means that the drink is more dangerous and should be banned. So, from a Senate Majority Leader launching an investigation into it, to the energy drink getting banned by the Canadian government, this was everything you need to know about KSI and Logan Paul's Prime being in hot water.